Alright. Excuse me. Of course, today, Resident Evil Live, I find the need to cough for some reason. Hello guys, this is What About Nintendo, and today I'm here for another live stream, another coffee talk. Today we're going to be talking about a lot of different things. Of course, we're going to talk about the Smash Direct coming, but we talked about that last night in the podcast. And I'm going to have another whole video coming up on my Smash Direct predictions today. So I don't really feel like that's going to be a big topic. We're going to touch on it. And then, of course, the big ones for today are Fortnite getting a big graphics patch and more Octopath type games coming from Square Enix in the future. There's some other cool ones to talk about too. Hey, Lazy James. Hello, No Name. Hello, Cyndaquil. How to like my coffee? Oh, it is perfect right now. It is piping hot. It is the perfect amount of sugar to coffee ratio. It's just amazing. Ooh, it is hot though. Hello, Julio, and hello, Mark the Weirdo. How are you guys doing today? Hopefully you guys are doing really good. Hold on. I gotta find my... Here it is. I have several pages open. Found it. Alright. So we're just gonna get right on into it. But first, how are you guys doing today? Hopefully you guys are having a good morning. I'm having a pretty good morning myself. Was up, however, late last night. Kind of finding PC parts for Andres and looking at pre-builds and things and all that good stuff. Looking at price versus performance ratios and such. So I was up pretty late last night. Actually, I was up to like 3:30, which isn't that late if it was like the weekend. But on the week, I tried to go to bed like 1 p.m. or 1 a.m. like 1 a.m. So 1 to 2 a.m. and I was up to like 3:30. So a little tired. Yeah, boy, 1.5 subs, yo. 1.5 subs. Yeah, I'm having a good morning. Hopefully you guys are having a good morning too. Let's get into the first topic. Just some short ones to start us off here. And that is... we'll pull up this picture. Nintendo was #1 in gaming industry television and ad spending in July 2018. Which actually really surprised me because they're like never #1. So, this is kind of the breakdown for it here. So, according to VentureBeat, Nintendo has an estimated spend of $5.8 million on 14 different spots that ran over 3,100 times. Spots, they mean ads, generating, 399.7 million impressions. Apparently, the Mario Tennis Aces trailer had the biggest budget, which was $1.2 million. So $1.2 million in spending just on Mario Tennis Aces ads, which actually works out because that game actually sold really well. It has used Nintendo priorities using a family-friendly audience with top spending across networks such as Nicktoons, Nick, and Cartoon Network. And during shows that include Loud House, SpongeBob SquarePants, and Bunsen is a Beast. I don't know what the fuck is Bunsen is a Beast. I have to say, what are the Loud House? What are people watching these days? Good old SpongeBob SquarePants, though. That's a good one. Classic SpongeBob SquarePants. I didn't even know that was still running. Yeah, they spent pretty much a third of all spending was from them. Actually, surprisingly enough, neither Sony nor Microsoft are even like on the list, though. They didn't spend that much apparently. Either that or they had somebody else do it and I don't recognize who it is. But they didn't spend... Oh, maybe they're under the other. The 23%, 25% other. I don't know. It doesn't specifically say how much they spent. Yeah, Sony and Microsoft did not make an appearance in the month's top 5 gaming spending tier. Yeah, for some reason they didn't spend that much in July. I guess they didn't really have anything to show. I don't know. New SpongeBob is trash. New SpongeBob is weird. Is it? I mean, SpongeBob's always been weird. It's kind of the point of SpongeBob, but is it trash? I don't know. I haven't seen it. I cannot say. Little light goal that we'll do for this stream, guys, just because we can. I'll be checking every once in a while because I want to I want to get those like goals in. Let's try to hit 10 likes. I see around 5 likes. I think there's so much for that like button. I guess with that like and share button would be great though. But moving on, I'm not gonna dwell on the like goals. I just think it's fun to have them. On to the next topic, because while that's cool, not a big topic, not a huge topic, but it's nice to see that Nintendo's actually spending money on ad revenue, or ads, not ad revenue. They're spending money on ads, which is something that they don't usually do that much. But they seem to be doing it a lot more lately, which is really good. I see, actually, a lot of the ads I see are Xenoblade Chronicles ads. I don't know if that's because it knows I'm a Xenoblade Chronicles fan somehow, because Google's crazy. Or if they're just spending a lot of money on Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torrent DLC ads, but I see them a lot. Like, everywhere. Crunchyroll, Twitch, YouTube, everywhere. It's pretty great, actually. I love seeing them. It's like, oh, I remember how good this Torrent DLC is and how much I need to pick it up ASAP whenever it comes out. But on to the next one, and that is, oddly enough, I keep talking about Pokemon Go over and over again. It's just like, what? Why is this still a thing that I have to talk about? But apparently, Niantic says, is that how you pronounce it? Niantic, somehow you pronounce that. Says that they want to launch PvP at the end of 2018. That's right, people. The thing that really should have been out at launch like 2 years ago is finally coming at the end of this year, hopefully, maybe. This is a Google Translate of what they said, because we don't have an actual properly translated one, so we'll have to read it off of this. But this is what they said. They said, now we were working on the PvP mode, which will soon appear. In addition, we are still working on improving the feature that just made its debut. So, it's all about friends, such as the ability to exchange Pokemon in the game. We've just introduced an improvement so that you can add a note to your friend. The point is that you can have many people on your friends list and do not remember who is who. So you can add a comment to that person. You can also segregate your friends list. Oh, that's actually really handy. Just be like, this is who this is. Like, that's nice. We're constantly improving the elements that we will available in the game, and the next big thing we want to add at the end of this year is the PvP mode. I think a PvP mode would actually, like, get more people interested in the game, like, who are, like, more hardcore Pokemon fans, because, like, I feel like a lot of people, once you catch the Pokemon, you're just like, okay, I'm done. It's like, that's all there is to it. But if they had PvP, that could actually make it interesting. I feel like it might make a little bit of a resurgence to the game. Not like it's not making a shit ton of money still, but it's not the phenomenon it was. Maybe we'll get a little bit of a bump, see more people playing. I never see anybody playing Pokemon Go. At least not that I know. Of course, I never leave my house, so it's kind of an issue for seeing people playing Pokemon Go. No, cosplayer, you're the devil. Hate you. Stop writing gay fanfics. I don't like it. It's weird. No, it's disturbing me. Hey, Jordan Thompson. Hey, TGB. How are you guys doing? Stop it. So, I don't know if anybody of you still plays Pokemon Go. Let me know. I keep, talking about it just in case there is somebody who actually cares about Pokemon Go. I don't. I probably would care more if I had, actual data on my phone. Because I feel like it'd be very fun to go around and, like, actually, catch Pokemon. Because I like to go on walks. Not in the summer now, because it's, like, over 100 degrees every day. But back when it was nice outside, I go for walks, like, all the time, every day. So, to be able to catch Pokemon on my walks, and then do some PvP would be fun. So, I don't know. You play Pokemon Go? Cool. You excited for the PvP? You have it downloaded but you don't play it? I think I have it downloaded as well. You're not late? Hallelujah! Yeah, you're only like 8 minutes late or so. 10 minutes, a little less than 10 minutes. You're good, bro. You're good. Came in here good time. What? Do I still have Pokemon Go download? This is a question. I do. It's in my deleted folders, right? It's right there. Pokemon Go. You probably see it better if I do. Nope. It's right there. Good old Pokemon Go. I'm just like, I'm over here like trying to grab my coffee, but I'm completely missing. Why do I have a delete folder? Because I always forget to delete things. I'm gonna get too lazy. Is that an iPhone 10? No, this is an iPhone 6, not an iPhone 10. 6. Very old. Not that old. It's like 3 years old. I play Clumsy Ninja. Everyone needs to play Clumsy Ninja. It's so good. I'd probably play it more, but I don't have time. I don't play any. I need to add more apps to the delete folder and then actually remember to go back and delete them one day. Oh, you're in summer school? Oof. Bye, TGB. Is that an iPhone X? It's hilarious. Would PvP only work for players you have? What do you mean? I don't know what that means. I don't know how it's gonna work exactly. They didn't say. They just said that at the end of this year we should be seeing PvP. I don't know, guys. I really don't. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Anywho, I don't really have anything else to say on that topic. There's not really much else to say. I don't think that many people care about Pokemon Go that much. So just move on. I tell you though, I'll play Pokemon Go one day when I actually decide to pay for cell data on my phone and I'm not at home all the time with Wi-Fi. Then I shall play Pokemon Go and I'll probably enjoy it. Actually, I'll play a lot of Pokemon. Probably be a good experience. But let's move on to the next one. Also, I love this Twilight Princess music right now. So good. But the next one is something that is super the hype for. Hype is ridiculous, amazing, and that is good old Octopath Traveler. Square Enix says the Octopath Traveler has exceeded expectation, and that more similar Switch games will be coming in the future. That's right, boys. It will be coming in the future. So, trying to get the source, like the actual source, but the person who sourced it didn't really source it very well because they're dumb. That is actually pretty funny. I hate it when they just source somebody's Twitter instead of actually the tweet. Whatever. Anyways, according to Square Enix, more games are coming like Octopath, which is awesome because Octopath is amazing, and I'm only 22 hours in, which is a shame. It's a crying shame. I only get to play it like once every few days. So when I do, I play it for like 4 hours at least. It's one of those games I don't really want to play it unless I can put a lot of time into it and really like sit down, get comfy, and just lose myself in the awesomeness. So I want to go over there and try to play for like 30 minutes, like or be like go to a story segment and not be able to finish it. Like, no, I want to be able to do all the stuff in one sitting. So that is a game. I was actually grinding the other day for like 2 hours, and I did not get bored at all. Like, that game is so fun, especially when you just like you figure out new ways to do things faster. New ways, like when you're grinding, you find new ways to defeat enemies quicker. You find new ways to use different party members in different ways, especially when you want to grind out different party members with each other that you don't normally use. Then you have to figure out different strategies than you normally do, and as they get stronger, they get new abilities, which then you have to figure out how that implements, and it's just like, it doesn't get boring. Like, I usually get boring from grinding. This game does not get me bored from grinding. There's a few RPGs that don't get me bored from grinding. This is one of them. Xenoblade Chronicles X was another one of them. And what else would be one that I didn't get bored from grinding? Fantasy Life? I don't think I got that bored from grinding in Fantasy Life. Maybe I did sometimes a little bit. I get bored of grinding in Fantasy Life. If I wanted to grind for like a specific item, then yeah, I got a bit bored. But like, yeah, I think that there's been some good RPGs lately that do grinding very well. Or they just have really interesting battle mechanics. It's like when you grind, you don't feel bad about it. Like, you don't feel like you're bored. You feel like you're getting a lot done too. Like this game, there's smart ways. Like it doesn't take forever to level up. They have a lot of. If you're smart about it and you know what you're doing, you can actually level up pretty fast. So I feel like it's really fun. Can't wait to get bullied more in school and teachers think you're suicidal. Oh my gosh. You got your friends on your side like Splatoon too. Wow. Hey, Baby Blue Plays, how you doing? Oh, I already read that. Never mind. So, I don't know about you guys, but Octopath Traveler is the best game of all the games that have come out this year. It's the GOAT so far for me. Of course, I haven't played God of War, but everybody says that's amazing. But I probably won't like it as much as everyone else because I never typically do like most of the games like that, or as much as everyone else does. But I'll definitely try it out eventually. So this is my GOAT, and to have more games makes sense, especially since they opened up an entire studio just to make Switch exclusive games. I'd say yeah, for sure, we're getting more sort of Octopath-like games. Maybe not all RPGs, probably all RPGs, Square Enix. Maybe not only all the same art style or the same turn-based RPG, but yeah. But something that could be coming from Square Enix, that could be classified as an Octopath-like game, is something that, if you look at a certain image, there was a certain image that came out, which was, thank you guys for 1 million, downloads, or 1 million sales on Octopath, which I can look that up. I only looked up the other picture. I forgot to look at this one, so... Can we get the full thing? Okay, this is like part of it. Oh, here we go. This is the full thing. Alright, so if you look, let me turn this. So if you look at this image, you can see it's a thank you for 1 million, thanks. But if you look and you know of a certain other Square RPG, perhaps one that's even made by the same team, you might look at this and you go, oh, that looks familiar. I don't know why, but this looks familiar. Looks a little bit familiar. And then you go over to a certain Square Enix a Twitter picture, and you see this. You're like, damn, that looks a little familiar. I don't know, guys. It's like it's a little familiar. And then you're like, oh wait, guys, this is the Bravely Default character. One of the Bravely Default characters, which means Square Enix essentially just said that pretty much Bravely Default's coming to the Switch. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that it's half confirmed that Bravely Default is coming to the Switch. You bought my hat and coffee cup, dude. Pro over here. Did you really? It's pretty dope, bro. Thank you for buying my hat and coffee mug. You gotta send me pictures on Discord of you actually using those. I want to see. So once you get those, because I haven't seen them in like real life, because I made them like on a designer site. I never actually ordered one myself to see like what it looked like. So you should send me pictures of those. But yeah. So let me read out the tweet, and it says, we've already announced it, but Octopath Traveler 1 million units shipped. Thank you. Now, please look forward to the next Square Enix 11 BD games. And then they show off that picture. So it says, look forward to the next Square Enix game by the same developers of Octopath Traveler, and guess what other game? Bravely Default. So essentially, he just is like, hey, look forward to Bravely Default 3. That's essentially what he's saying. Now, I haven't played Bravely Default. I don't know if any of you guys have played Bravely Default, but I have heard from many different people that it's amazing, and since Octopath is so good and it's by the same team, I have to try it. I have to. I just have to try it. So please, Bravely Default team and Octopath team, Square Enix, port Bravely Default 1 and 2 to the Switch. You know, like an HD version, you know, with HD textures and stuff, and make it look good, but have it on the Switch. And please, if those, I'm going to try those out, see if those are good. I hear they're really good. And then give us the third one, which I think is what they're hinting at. I don't know if they'll port Bravely Default 1 and 2 to the Switch. I hope they would, but I don't know if they would. But I do think Bravely Default 3 is coming to the Switch. What's backseat gaming? Think about it for a second. You'll figure it out. That moth girl in the shadow from the picture you showed looks like a villain from One Punch Man, called Mosquito Girl. Does it? I have never seen that. I've never seen that, so I don't know. That's from good old Bravely Default, and she's actually a fairy. Doesn't look like a mosquito if you actually see what she looks like. It's just, I think it's just the way the shadow is drawn. It looks like that. But yeah, I think that means what that is happening, but I don't know. Maybe not. We'll have to wait and see. Let's move on to the next topic here. Another RPG. We're talking about a lot of RPGs. But this one's kind of quick, kind of small topic, but I want to talk about it, and that is that we're talking about the Xenoblade. Xenoblade developers Monolith Soft continues to expand their studio. They are recruiting a bunch of people from business assistant staffs to developers and all kinds of good stuff. So, hey, Roby, how you doing? Yeah, dude, it is a beautiful game. I just wish they would upgrade it to like 1080p or 900p instead of 720p. But either way, it's still a gorgeous game. The lighting effects in it are insane. But Monolith Soft is expanding, which is really good because I think they have 2 projects going, and they've hinted at 2 projects. I think they have the next Xenoblade game, whatever that is, Xenoblade Chronicles X2 or whatever they decide it's going to be. And then they have this more medieval style RPG that's also coming out. That's more of an, I think they said it's more of an action RPG rather than the Xenoblade type. It's not a Xenoblade, it's a brand new IP apparently from them. Both of which I'm super hyped about, and I want them to come out as soon as possible because Xenoblade games are like amazing, and also Rex and Pyro needs to be in Smash. That's a whole nother topic. So anytime I see Monolith Soft expanding, it's like, yes, please do it. Also, another thing about Monolith Soft expanding is Monolith Soft a lot of the time helps with Zelda. So not only with Xenoblade, Monolith Soft expanding, mean we get more Xenoblade games, more new IPs from Monolith, but also we get Zelda faster because Monolith Soft constantly has like half of their team working on Zelda for some reason. They're just all over the place, man. They just help with everyone. It's pretty great. So I'm super excited about what they're gonna do. I hope they show off something in 2019 about a new game. Maybe we might have to wait till 2020 though. I don't know. But I mean, we did get Xenoblade Chronicles 2 pretty close after X. Like it was only a few years. So it's possible we could see it in like. Now I think in 2019, you know what will happen? I think since this year we're gonna throw in a DLC. I think next year we get a port of X, and then 2020 we'll figure out what their new project is. But I'm still excited. Hopefully they're expanding a lot so they can get these projects done faster. Because all of those I want. I want a new IP from Monolith. I want Xenoblade Chronicles, the next Xenoblade game, and I want the next Zelda game. So all these things are what I want. It's just like, yes, please keep expanding. Expand to your heart's desire. Give Nintendo, this needs to be like, put all your money in Monolith. They're like your best developers, for sure. Monolith and Retro, except Retro doesn't do much anymore. They used to be so good, now they're doing, maybe they still are good. And they're working on something that's gonna blow our minds. But at this point, it seems like they're just doing a whole bunch of failed, I don't know if they're development hell or failed projects or something, but Retro, man, what are you doing with your life? Hey, Tiny House Gamer, how you doing? Oh, I seen your bit, Jordan. Yeah. Ah. Hey, we're at 6 likes. Thank you guys for hitting that like button. Let's try to get to 10 likes, boys. I'm super excited for that 10 likes. Gotta get them. Thank you guys for hitting that like button and supporting the channel. Anywho, on to the next topic, because that's kind of small. I just want to talk about it because I love Xenoblade and all Monolith stuff in general. This next one, we won't really talk too much about it, because we already talked about it a lot in the coffee talk. I'm not the most knowledgeable about the Zelda timeline, but we're going to talk about it for a little bit. Maybe you guys will have some more thoughts on it, and that is, we're going to talk about Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and the fact that it has been added officially to the timeline, and Aonuma himself, Suri, and Hidemaru Fujibayashi has talked about it in an interview. So they actually had some things to say about it, because they kind of just threw it up and then we were like, wait, what is this supposed to mean? So this is what Aonuma... so they were asked by Famitsu what the changes to the timeline meant, what the Breath of the Wild placing meant, because it's in a weird spot. It's like at the end of every timeline is Breath of the Wild. Now, me and Andres came to the conclusion that this probably something to do with the, no matter what timeline Zelda Breath of the Wild is destined to happen. That's kind of what we came up with. But I want to see what the developers have to say on it. Actually, I haven't read this, so I'm curious to see what they have to say. So, this is what Aonuma had to say. He said, well, of course it's at the very end, but I get what you're asking. It's which timeline is it at the end of? And Fujibayashi says that's up to the player's imagination, isn't it? And Aonuma says, Hyrule's history changed with time. When we think of the next game and what we want to do with it, we might think, oh, this will fit well, and puts it neatly in the timeline. But sometimes we think, oh crap, and have to change the placement. Actually, the decided history has been tweaked many times. And Fujibayashi says, lately within the company, a term called new translation has cropped up. Strictly speaking, we don't change it, but rather new information and truths come to light. This is what Famitsu said. He says, I see, so the way to interpret the lore of Breath of the Wild is still up for academic debate. And Fujibayashi says, that's what you should pay attention to future studies as well. Please look forward to it. So, it's kind of my alternate theory that Nintendo still doesn't care about the timeline. They still don't know. They don't even... They know. They just don't want us to know for some reason. I'm wondering if the next Zelda game kind of goes more into the timeline. Maybe it's a sequel or prequel or something that fits into the Breath of the Wild timeline that further clarifies where in the timeline this is supposed to be. Because they keep talking about like, oh, just wait for the new information and truths and pay attention to the future studies, and it's just like, what do you mean future studies? This is all fake. It's fake universe. There's no future studies. Zelda's not real. It's not real. So I'm just like, I don't know why they're being so coy about it. It's just like, they know where it's supposed to be. They just don't want, for some reason, they don't want us to know where it's supposed to be. And I don't know why. Why do they not want us to know this? It's very interesting. The only thing that can come to my mind is that either they really don't know, and they're just like, oh, future studies, when we actually think of where the hell we're going to place this, because we did the bad, and now it doesn't fit like anywhere. Or, like, the next Zelda game is going to tie in to Zelda Breath of the Wild. It's going to put the... We're like, oh, that's where it's placed. And then our mind's going to be blown. We're like, oh, it's just right there. And maybe that's when they'll be like, oh, yep, change. Right there. I don't know. It's odd. He's beaten by Ganondorf from Breath of the Wild, so it's obvious where it's placed. The Fallen timeline. There's a second break in the timeline. The Fallen Again timeline. That's what they add a fourth timeline. It's called the Fallen Again timeline. That'd be hilarious. Oh gosh. But no, I don't know where this is supposed to be. Nintendo knows, but they're not really telling us very much. So it's kind of annoying. I want to see it for myself, the timeline here. Let me look. If it would. Apparently I have to watch this thing. Come on. Let me into the timeline here. Where is the timeline? That's the question. Oh, everything's in Japanese. Everything's in Japanese. What do we do? No. This. I don't know. Either way, I can't see it in a visual representation because they don't have an English visual representation, so I can't figure out this Japanese one. But apparently it's at the end of every timeline for some reason, which is very odd. We'll get a clue on Smash since we got 3 links. That makes sense. But yeah, anyways, the final topic before we get into the Smash blog stuff is that Fortnite has gotten another patch. Let me just pull up that Fortnite picture here. Fortnite has gotten another patch that apparently increases or better utilizes GPU optimization and increases the dynamic resolution. So if you don't know what dynamic resolution is, it's, well, resolution is dynamic. So in Fortnite, it can go from 720p to like 568p to like 628p and a lot of different ranges of resolution. So it can drop, it can raise depending on what's going on. And before it could drop fairly low. But now it seems to be a lot better. So according to Epic, this is, let me just read it. So significant GPU optimizations on the Switch moved to the high-end forward renderer. I'm not really sure what that is, but to assume that's good. And this increases the dynamic resolution by 10% in expensive scenes. So 10% better resolution in expensive scenes. So essentially it's going to drop way less. And they keep doing these improvements. This is happening, guys. This isn't the first, update patch for Fortnite. This has been happening like every single week. These kind of updates, like better CPU utilization, better GPU utilization, better resolution, better, more stable frame rates. We've gotten, textures load in faster, higher quality textures, all these kind of things. As Epic gets more used to the Nintendo Switch, and they're updating constantly, but they're also updating Unreal Engine 4 in order for other developers to use these better GPU optimizations and CPU optimizations on Unreal Engine 4 games. Game looks a lot better than it was first released. Yeah, I need to actually check it out sometime and see just how much better it looks now, because I'm very curious. From some of my friends have been saying it actually looks pretty close to a 30 frames per second PS4 and Xbox One version nowadays. I don't know how true that is, that's just what somebody told me. I haven't seen it for myself, don't quote me on that. That's just what my friend told me. And so it's very interesting. I do think that they can get a 60 FPS patch for this game. They did it for Xbox One and PS4. It came out at 30 frames per second. They did all these small updates where they did better CPU and GPU things, and blah, blah, blah. And then they came out with a 60 FPS patch. I think that they get a 60 FPS patch for Fortnite and Nintendo Switch. Because it's like every week, guys, they're doing big updates, like 10% better dynamic resolution. Like, that's a big update. 10% better resolution? That doesn't just pop out of the blue. Oh, it's not like you go into the Switch and you're like, oh my gosh, there was just 10% extra. We actually forgot to use. No, they had to do some serious work to get that. Like, they're doing stuff and they're making it look easy. They're making 10% improvement to resolution easy. Like, they're just going over there like, just gonna grab that 10% and we're just gonna throw that on there. It's all good. Like, they're making these updates look easy. They're doing it every single week. So I definitely think at one point they're going to get to a point where they can get us a 60 FPS patch. I think it's going to happen. I don't know. Maybe not. But I think it's going to happen. I think it could. What earphones am I using? I'm using Sony earphones. They're just earbuds. They have like bass boosters in them. They're like $40. They're not that great. They're pretty good actually. I like them a lot. They're just not like super high end, but they're really good. I just said they're not that great. I said they're really good. The latter is true. The former was me. I was talking about like they're not amazing. Like they're not $300. Yeah, Fortnite getting those updates, which is really good to see because it was pretty garbage when it first came out. So getting some better stuff is good. I'm just interested where this game's gonna be in like a month, 2 months, a year, something like that. You know, just a few months from now, it could look completely different than it did. Like, it already looks completely different from launch. It could look completely different again in a month or two, because how much they're updating this game. So, super excited to see, and not only, it's not Fortnite that gets me excited, it's the fact that they're pushing the Switch farther than it has been, and then they're showing all this information and what they're doing to other developers, so that they can take it, and they can be like, oh, look at this. This is how we can improve our Unreal Engine 4 games on the Switch. Or they can even take that for games that aren't Unreal Engine 4. And they can be like, oh, okay. I don't know how much. They could probably apply at least some of it outside of Unreal Engine 4. For like, especially like Unreal Engine 4 based custom engines. Those can also probably get some benefits. So just sharing. I love it when third parties share other information with other developers for their games. So I think we could see even better looking games than we've ever seen on the Nintendo Switch. And maybe they'll share, who knows, maybe they'll share them with Nintendo and be like, hey Nintendo, guess what? This is how you're gonna make a Metroid Prime 4 look and run better. Look at here. Look at this little trick we did. Because Nintendo is, it's heavily rumored that Nintendo's using Unreal Engine 4 for Metroid Prime 4. It's also confirmed that they're using it for the new Yoshi game, and I'm sure they're using it for several other games as well. Shin Megami Tensei, that new Shin Megami Tensei game, that's using Unreal Engine 4. Nintendo's using Unreal Engine 4 a lot more. So not only third-party games benefit, but Nintendo themselves, their own first-party games, which is what gets me excited the most. Things like Metroid Prime 4, Yoshi, Shin Megami Tensei, their own exclusive Nintendo Switch games could look and run even better. So, I'm just hyped, not only for Fortnite, because I play Fortnite on the PC, so how good it looks on the Switch is kind of just like a novelty for me. I don't care that much. What I care about more is how the other developers are going to use this for, you know, exclusive Unreal Engine 4 Switch games, or, you know, Nintendo Switch first-party games, those kind of things. That's what I'm interested in. But enough of that topic. We're gonna move on if you guys are ready. Some downloads go up to 2 GB for the updates. Yeah, I'd imagine. There's a lot of coding and stuff that they gotta throw in there for the patches. But on to the next. And the final topic before we get into the Smash blog is actually Smash related though. Where is Smash? There, no, there it is. Alright, so, as you guys probably already know, we talked about it yesterday in the podcast, and I'm doing another whole video on it today, so we're not going to talk about it very much, but I wanted to at least mention it, maybe get a few of your guys' opinions. I won't really be sharing many of mine, predictions, but I want to hear some of your guys' predictions, and that is that, of course, a Super Smash Bros. Direct has been announced for this Wednesday, tomorrow. I almost said October. It's August 8th, 2018, which is 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9, yeah, alright, I got confused. 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's for America. There's some other dates. If you want to look at those, you can look up the dates in your area. So I'm going to be making a video on this today with some exclusive predictions, many exclusive predictions that I did not talk about purposely in yesterday's podcast. You definitely want to check that out. Even if you're in the podcast, you definitely want to check that out. But I'm very curious as to what you guys think of this direct. Because I thought it was early. Personally, I think it's a little early for a Smash Direct. I don't know about you guys, but I was like, I don't know why is there a Smash Direct. Kind of weird, kind of odd. Sans from Undertale will be announced. Yes, the most obvious of Smash characters, Sans from Undertale. You think they will talk about the online features? Okay. What specifically do you think they'll talk about for them? And what are you expecting? Are you expecting like a demo? Are you expecting like different modes if you talked about turn mode? What kind of stuff are you expecting for that? I'm curious. I'm not really going to share too many of my thoughts, as I said. I already talked about a lot yesterday. Gonna talk about it again today. So I don't want to spoil all my video stuff, but I did want to hear some of you guys' ideas. While you're doing that, I'm going to get ready for the Smash vlog. I'm waiting for this to comment. Come on. No, don't do that. Why you do this to me? Alright, well, I'm going to talk about all about that in the video and all that kind of stuff. So we're just going to move on into the Smash vlog here. Let's turn off this. We don't want this music. We want good old Smash music. So we're going to put on this good old Smash music. And then we're going to do a little bit of a... Hold on, let me grab my camera. A little bit of a hit. Yeah. Ah! Oh, it always feels weird getting shrunk, guys. Oh, I don't know if you guys have ever been shrunk before, but it's a weird feeling. It's a weird feeling. Sadly, you bet they'll say Smash Bros. Wii would no longer have the online battles. Will they though? I mean, Splatoon still has online battles, and Splatoon 2's been out for a year, over a year. And Splatoon 1 still is online. That was cold. So I could see them still keeping up with the Smash Wii U service, unless there's like nobody on them, and then yeah, they'll shut them down. But I think if you are still on them, why not? It's not like they're gonna cost them anything. They're not really costing them much. They're just peer-to-peer servers, so I wouldn't be surprised if they actually kept those. But let's get into it, guys. So, today's fighter. Number 4, Samus. With her charged shot Michelin bomb, Samus has 3 different projectiles to keep her opponents in check from a distance. When fully charged up, her charge shot is quite powerful. For her final smash, she launches a wide laser beam that can move up and down. So let's watch her little thing here. Look at Samus go. I like Samus's different design in this. Her design itself is not all that different, but I love the new sheen she has for her armor. The high quality textures look really nice on her, and just the armor is much. It's a different look to it, which I really prefer to the Wii U one. If you watch my comparison video, you know what I'm talking about. My graphics comparison for every character in Smash. You know what I'm talking about, but. As we always do for fighters, let's go to her. It's number 4. Right here, Samus. Let's see. Oh, I love the picture in the background. See, there she is. Her armor just has a different look and feel to it than it did before. I'm assuming feel. I can't touch. Can't get in game. No, can't reach through screen to feel it. But her design isn't like really changed that much though. Oh look, she's purple. But I've always liked playing as Samus, or at least in the older ones I did. And the newer ones, I don't play Samus as much, but when I was like the N64, I played Samus all the time. Like, Samus was one of my mains in the N64. Actually, I played everyone in the N64 because there was like 8 characters. So I just played everyone, but Samus was one that I always went back to. Fun facts. Fun facts about me as a stupid child who doesn't know anything about video games back then. I thought Samus was a guy, and I had no idea what Metroid was. I thought pretty much every character other than like Link and Mario were exclusive to Smash, because I didn't understand what exactly how Smash worked, and that it was a collection of all the Nintendo franchises and one fighter. And I never had a Metroid game, because my first system was the N64, and there were not really any. I don't think there was any Metroid game on the N64, so I didn't play Metroid. So I was just like, oh look, cool. It's like Master Chief, I think I thought at one point. Actually, when I first got the game, I don't think Halo had come out. No, it hadn't. Maybe it had come out just after that or something. When did Halo come out? 2001? Original Halo? Halo Combat Evolved. When did that come out? Yeah, 2001. So yeah, probably by the time I played it, yeah, I had definitely, because I was only 2 by that point, so I had definitely probably played Halo by the time I saw this. So I thought Samus was like kind of like a Halo character. I had no idea what was up with the universe, so I was just like, oh look, it's like Halo. So my Smash Pro, yes, for sure. I'm the most pro of Smash players. You won't even know. Who's my Smash 4 main? Chun-Li, mostly. She's one of the characters that can have an Echo Fighter. Yeah, a lot of people think Dark Samus is going to be in the game. I think it could happen. I think it could happen. Yeah, there you go. Good old Samus. Does the Japanese version say anything funny? That's the thing. Samsu! Hisatsu has 3 kinds of jumping instruments, such as Charge Shot, Missile, Bomb. You can fight while holding opponents from far away. Charge Shots that was up to the maximum is quite powerful. The last cutting edge will emit a very thick laser that can be operated up and down. Alright, not too funny, but I find it weird that they call it, first they call her Samsu, and then they call her Hisatsu. And then they say she has 3 jumping instruments. Do you know, guys, they're actually instruments. She's the master of music. I don't know how Charge Shots, Missiles, and Bombs come out of instruments, but hey, you read it here first. It's right here. She has jumping instruments. I didn't realize. It's hard to tell. I didn't realize she had jumping instruments. Where are those? I don't know. That one wasn't that funny, but it was kind of funny. But on to the final part of the vlog, and that is today's item, Bomber. Hold the bomber up with the A button, and a massive explosion will occur in 1.5 seconds. It will take less damage by moving away from the center of the explosion, so if you're about to get caught in it, try to get away. So there you go. Not a huge, mind-blowing announcement, but you can see the bomber. I think they already showed that off, like, in the very first trailer where Kirby eats the bomber, and then it blows up inside of him, so. Nothing really big, actually, for the blog, so it's okay. Actually, did we ever talk about him? I don't think we ever talked about this guy. The Rodent Assist Trophy. Rodent gave Bayonetta her name. He summons a giant arm and unleashes a powerful blow. And sometimes, he'll give you a powerful weapon as he leaves. I don't think we ever talked about him. He doesn't do much. He just punches people in the face. It's pretty cool. He comes out of an interdimensional portal and punches people in the face with this gigantic fist of doom. So, he's from the Bayonetta series. Never played Bayonetta, so I don't know who he is, but he looks like, oh, the dude from Avengers. Nick Fury. He looks like a little bit like Nick Fury, so, which is pretty cool. Rodent looks like Blade, that Blade from Marvel. The Blade from Marvel? You mean Nick Fury as well? It's not a blade. I don't know why you said blade. Jumping instruments, boosters? Perhaps, man. I don't know. New lore constantly coming from the Japanese part of the Smash blog. So, yeah, not that much for the Smash blog, though. I don't know. Not that much to talk about. Kind of disappointing. But, I mean, that's to be expected when tomorrow there's a freaking Smash Direct. Can't complain. How can you complain about no Smash news when tomorrow there's a freaking Direct? I don't know. I don't know why I'm complaining. My bad. I kind of forgot for a second. Put in perspective here. Why is my view count not on? Where did that go? Wait, where'd it go? My viewer count died. Hello, viewer on-screen viewer count? No, you're just gonna die? What happened? Where'd you go? It's dead, guys. It died. I'm sorry. It's just a little empty space over here. Oh, it's sad. Anyways, guys, that's all for Coffee Talk. We're going for 15 minutes today. Expect my Smash predictions video coming today. New Smash theories that I did not put in. I have not talked about before at all. I did not talk about it yesterday. I did not talk about it in Coffee Talk today. I haven't talked about it at all. So you're definitely going to want to watch that for my Smash predictions. On Wednesday, I will be doing a live reaction to the Smash Direct. So make sure to be there so we can get hype up in those comments. Also, check out my Etsy because I got the different things. Should I put the shirt back up? The shirt's going through a redesign right now, so that's why the shirt's not up. But my coffee mug and my hat is up, so you guys can check those out. Get some What About Nintendo merch if you want. My Patreon has all the new tiers that I talked about. $1 where you get the multiplayer benefits, where you can be the first to be chosen for like Fortnite and Paladins. You get to stay in longer than 2 or 3 rounds. You get to stay for like 5 to 10 rounds. I'm not sure exactly how long we'll have to do that situation by situation. You can stay like at least 2 to 3 times longer than everybody else. You get picked first. In Splatoon and Mario Kart and games that I don't usually voice chat, I'll be in the Patreon exclusive voice chat, so you guys can voice chat with me during those kind of games. So you get that for only $1. I'm thinking of another thing, but I haven't quite done it yet, but that's going to be for $1. And then $5 is going to be every Sunday at about 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to be live streaming exclusive Let's Plays that you cannot see off of Patreon. And then I have the $10 new charity tier, which gets all your same benefits of the $5 and the $1, except the extra $5, or if you decide to go more, because this is $10 or more. So anything over the initial $5 also goes to charity every month when we do the charity streams, which I'm going to try to do every month, assuming I actually have the money to give the charity. But I'm going to try to organize those every month at the end of the month, so you guys can check those out. $30 for hat is a great deal, man. You know how expensive hats are? It's such a good deal. Actually, it's only 25 bucks, so it's actually cheaper than what you said. So it's a massive deal, huge. But yeah, thank you guys all for watching. If you enjoyed this live stream, make sure to like, subscribe for more live streams like this Monday through Friday. Did we reach 10 likes? We got 6. That's not too bad. I'll take it. Appreciate everyone who hit the like button, the share button. But anyways, guys, I'll see all you guys later on. What About Nintendo? Bye.